Founded in 1976 and headquartered in Johnstown, New York, Pearl Leather Finishers is a privately owned, conservatively capitalized Tier 2 and Tier 3 manufacturer of automotive OEM leather. In our 200,000 square foot facility, we are currently using about 33% of our capacity, finishing about 4,500 hides per day, supplying leather for over 1 million cars and trucks per year, more than any other company does in the United States. As an accredited TS 16949 and ISO 17025 company, we have a state-of-the-art research and development activity investing over $1 million annually, providing innovative design and manufacturing expertise. Utilizing design resources in New York, Detroit, Hong Kong, Italy, Brazil, and Shanghai, our team is monitoring fashion and design trends globally and porting them into automotive innovations for seating and other applications in both chrome and chrome-free leather. Over the years, as can be seen by our quality and warranty record, with quality ratings at Magna and Lear nearing the 100% level consistently over the past several years, and warranty returns in the 2020 calendar year of 21 covers out of over 4 million covers shipped, we have demonstrated a commitment to excellence through performance, while doing so as one of the lowest cost producers in the world, right here in the USA. Additionally, we have an alliance with a company in Europe and a company in China through which we can offer a global presence, providing a quality product that is geographically convenient where and when the supply chain might demand it. Please enjoy our video presentation to obtain some insight into our operations. We look forward to your questions and input. The finishing operations performed at Pearl Leather in Johnstown, New York, are designed to comply with our customers' quality expectations and can be reviewed and monitored by following our process flow documents and control plan. Here is a brief video showing our typical process. Being the best ingredient for a consistent quality, we ensure that our raw materials meet the customer quality standards by performing an incoming quality audit, checking finishing chemicals, pigments, and dyes against the packing list and for condition of packaging. Tanned and dyed hides are produced for the particular end product in South America. Once received at the Johnstown plant, they are inspected for the condition of the packaging, any contamination that may have occurred, color, substance, and packing list anomalies. Segregation of hides is very important as they are purchased to suit different constructions, and we use first in, first out for inventory. The first step in our manufacturing process is milling, where a batch of hides is conditioned for moisture content, softness, and stiffness. Instruments are used to check and verify for all parameters. All hides are then staked to stretch and soften the leather. Prior to applying the first finish coat, which is typically applied as a roll coat, and the spray base, we mix the chemicals and pigments to match the customer-approved color master. Once the formula is mixed, it is compared to the master using a visual check in the light booth and a numerical check in the spectrophotometer, where it is checked for hue, chroma, value, and gloss level. Before starting the base color roll coat conveyor, we check for cleanliness on the roll coater, ensure the spray guns have been purged, check for air mixers, check the automated dispensing equipment, and verify that all raw materials are what they are labeled. A specimen is weighed to ensure we have the proper mass and is charted and verified statistically. This roll coat is very close to the master color, but can be tweaked to match the master in the spray base phase. Moving down the coating line, 1 or 2 coats of spray base is applied using the rotary spray heads depending on the product and the finish formulation. Viscosity is checked and verified. The spray line speed is set, and a blank card is sent down the line prior to the first hide to check the add-on mass. Finished hides are stacked finish side to finish side on roller carts or tables and left to cure overnight. When the first 2 hides are stacked, They are checked for dryness, and if not completely dry, due to humidity or temperature conditions, the line speed and/or chamber temperature is adjusted. Hides are left to cure on roller carts for a minimum of 12 hours depending on the finish formulation. After drying, each batch of hides is placed into a large milling drum and milled to achieve a certain level of softness, stiffness, and moisture content. The mill time varies with the product and finish formulation. A minimum of 3 hides are checked from a given batch for these parameters before the hides move on to the next operation. This intermediate milling step may be eliminated for certain constructions. Now that the hide is base coated, dried, and milled, it is ready for the first spray top coat. Prior to the first production hide going down the line, the spray coat is checked for color in the spectrophotometer, mass using an add-on card, and gloss. Some of the critical machine settings are chamber temperature, line speed, and spray rates. It is critical we obtain good adhesion using the proper cross-linking formulation to obtain the desired wear properties. Following the first rotary spray coat, the hides may progress down the conveyor for a second spray top coat, as is the case for a finish with denim dye resist properties for colors with an L value greater than 30, where the finish takes on its stain resistance properties. The add-on is again checked for mass and viscosity. Color and gloss are again checked against the master. Hides coming off the end of the spray line are loaded onto an overhead hook-type conveyor for air-off drying and to remove excess moisture. Hides are checked for tackiness, and if necessary, an extended air-off time is given. Hides are then loaded onto the metal horses, finish side to finish side, for curing for a minimum of 12 hours. If the hides require a print, this is where they're loaded onto the Bergey rotary engraving machine and embossed with the proper grain for the particular construction. The critical parameters for the process are heat, speed, and pressure. The first hide is compared to the approved master for depth and definition, after which the remainder of the lot is embossed in a like manner. At this point, the finished hides are subjected to spot checks for physical, mechanical, and color properties in our ISO 17025 approved lab. Any suspect material is quarantined for review and disposition by the quality manager. Following a passing grade on physicals, the hides undergo a trimming and final finishing inspection under specially placed lights where the inspectors are looking for finishing defects or inconsistencies. Finished hides are then measured for size, labeled, and restacked on metal shipping horses and wrapped in plastic for shipment to the cutting plant. Metal horses with hides are loaded onto our trucks for the direct truck trip to the cutting plant. The cutting, perforating, and kitting operations performed at Pearl Leather Mexico are designed to comply with our customers' quality expectations and can be reviewed and monitored by following our process flow documents and control plan. Here's a brief video showing our typical process. At Pearl Leather Mexico, we ensure that our raw materials meet the customer quality standards by performing an incoming quality audit, checking color, gloss, grain, and thickness. We have designed unique steel racks to transport and store the hides to prevent damage or wrinkles as we transport finished hides from the finishing plant in Johnstown, New York, shipped to PLM in Juarez, Mexico, and as we move product through our cutting plant. Our cutting process starts with inspecting the hides and marking the natural flaws or any other areas that are not acceptable. At Pearl Leather Mexico, we have state-of-the-art roller press die cutting technology, ensuring repeatable dimensional accuracy and quality of the individual patterns. We are also tracking our cutting yields to ensure that we are meeting our cost model. Our cutting dies are dimensionally certified before releasing them to the production floor. A first-off inspection of cut leather patterns is conducted to ensure dimensional accuracy against the visual aid on every job. We have 100% lot traceability throughout our process that ties every single cut pattern to a given hide batch by stamping the cut pattern with the hide lot number, which can in turn be tied to the crust lot and the date the pattern was cut. As part of the perforating process, we shave the cut pattern to eliminate loose fibers on the flesh side of the pattern that cannot be contained or fixed by the flesh coating process. By flesh coating the cut patterns before perforation, we ensure that no fibers will show through the perforation holes. We have two laminating processes. One is a state-of-the-art conveyor-type RPS E2 1000 leather fusing machine for continuous feed lamination. The other is a clamp-type laminating machine for backup or short runs. We can laminate foam, spacer fabric, or non-woven backings. Our state-of-the-art perforating machines, made and serviced by the industry leader, Ring, gives us a clean and dimensionally and directionally accurate perforation. An important part of this process is to maintain good, sharp pins in the die as part of our preventative maintenance procedures. Our packaging is specially designed to protect the integrity of our materials all the way to our customers, and the AIAG approved label applied to each carton is designed to provide all the information required at both our operation and by our customers. Our audit procedure ensures that every box we ship has dimensionally accurate patterns, superior quality, an accurate pattern count, and the right identification. If any of these criteria is not met, the box goes back to the production inspectors for further review and includes a root cause identification procedure to prevent repeat occurrences. For a new program such as the WK, we utilize a 200% material certification process for the first 2 months that certifies dimension, quality, count, and identification. Finally, the quality team performs yet another shipping dock audit to ensure the condition of the cartons, the integrity of the palletized units, the legibility of the labels, and the accuracy of the packing lists. Once the finished product leaves our dock, we maintain regular and periodic visits to the customer's sewing operation to ensure that what we are shipping is what is expected and usable. In addition to cutting and perforating, we have the ability to do decorative enhancements to cut patterns such as embossing and embroidery.